Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown today. Hey, let's get right into it. Jeff Beauregard Sessions, JBS. BS. Jeff is full of BS. Bull. You know what I'm talking about. Let's face the fact, people. It's just getting out of hand. The level of hypocrisy on the Democratic Party, according to point the fingers at the Republican Party, who I'm no champion of, who do have some nefarious things going on in their organization, but I feel the same way about the Democratic Party. What really ticks me off is these hacks where they just point the finger at the Republicans, Jeff Beauregard Sessions, Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, and Donald Trump, and I can go on and on and on and on, but not talk about Nancy Pelosi, not talk about Chuck Schumer, not talk about how the DNC rigged the election, not talk about, and we're going to talk about rigged the election because they rigged the election, not talking about Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who butt need to be in jail, not talk about the Allwine brothers, not talk about Hillary Clinton and her dealings with the Trump dossier and the Democratic Party and the financing of that. None of that. None of that. Not knowing that the FBI investigation, that they're still looking into emails and the whole 9 yards, different organizations. No news about that. People backtracking on the Donald Brazil, who came out and said, yeah, it was rigged. Now they want to take it back. Bunch of hacks. A hack is a person who try to put their stake in firmness for the person who they support. No matter how crooked they may be, either they're being set up or they have a valid reason to be crooked. There's never a valid reason to be crooked. And in these cases, the only person setting the other person up is Hillary Clinton setting the Democratic Party up by making them their whore. I'm going to get into the story with Jeff Beauregard Sessions. People, you got to watch this. I watch them all line up. Al Franklin, a comedian who knows nothing about foreign relations. People like, Mark Rubio. Trey Gowdy. I like Trey Gowdy a little bit. So, Trey Gowdy, you can tell that brother got a thirst for justice. Now, I don't know his record from where he was and how he got to where he are, but today I see a level of thirst for justice in that man, more than I've seen from a lot of people. Now, of course, people going to call me a hack because I'm sticking up for a Republican. Let me tell you something. I look for good people. I look for, as much as I can, honest people of integrity. Sure, he was a hard nose on Hillary Clinton and was all in her grill during the situations with Libya and Ambassador Stevens and all the other people that got murdered. He's right about it, and rightfully so. A hack, I can't stand a hack. And if you over there pointing the finger at, look at them over there, and you're not even looking at the three fingers and the thumb pointing back at you, then you are a hack. Now, the whole point of this, starting off the Jeff Sessions grilling session from the Senate committee, they harped on Russia. People, wise up. If you already don't know, they're playing with words and they're playing with your head to develop and form a public opinion that they created. Talking to Russians are not illegal. I talked to one today. I oftentimes hang out in Astoria, big Russian community. Place where I live at, medium-sized Russian community. So does that make me a Russian puppet because I'm up here? Because I heard that there were black YouTubers hired by the Kremlin to spit out misinformation about Hillary Clinton. To this date, there's no misinformation that has been sent out. Everything I told you is the bona fide truth about Hillary Clinton and any other person that I talk about up here. I'll get in Cuomo on another day. I told you she sucked and that's why she lost. And I gave you a whole list of reasons why she got her behind beat. Mainly, she whooped her own behind. She beat herself. Donald Trump didn't beat her. She beat herself by not learning how to properly campaign, not getting under the tutelage of Barack Obama, who won 2 terms as the first black or mixed president that the United States have ever had. Well, if you go back in history, there's somebody else who they hold as a claim to fame to being the first black president by the name of Hanson, but that's another story. This Russia plot, this Russia story, is nothing but red bait. It's hurting our country. People who are from other countries who are trying to report the news back to their country, or from our point of view, or from a different point of view, are being fined, possibly sued, possibly shut down in media. All this stuff, the spinning of the wheel from the CIA all the way to our local talking heads on the news, are all on one accord, not knowing that they're using the Scapo fascist tactics, using propaganda, red baiting, trying to apply pressure on the president to make it seem like you need to do something about it. You colluded, and making the president want to show you that he did not collude it. Nobody's dumb. And if you are dumb, wake the freak up. They're playing you like a pimp. Been mean with the Russians. Jeff Sessions, it comes out that you've been mean with the Russians. Of course he meant with Russians. So be specific. Are you talking about Russian people? Are you talking about Russian diplomats? Are you talking about Russian ambassadors? Are you talking about a Russian that owned a Russian restaurant or a bakery? Or are you talking about people who literally worked in the Kremlin? Be specific, you dumb politics. You dumb politicians. Be specific. When they're not specific and you buying into this stuff, you're falling under their dumbness too. And the dumb man that is bringing truth and you believe in it makes you dumb. Stop. Oh, God. Oh, God. People, stop falling for the old okie doke. Sure, Jeff Sessions spoke to Russians. So have I. Does that mean he spoke to Russian people in the Kremlin to undermine the election? No. No. He talked to a Russian ambassador. What's wrong with that? That is not against the law, and that doesn't mean you did Russian collusion. He have a right to talk to a Russian, or he could have a right to talk to a gremlin, let alone somebody in the Kremlin. This is not illegal. It's not. And stop trying to make it. You're on a freaking witch hunt. I say if you want to find something on Donald Trump, there's other ways of going about it. Stop this Russia stuff. You're trying to manipulate the people, and the people not buying, thinking that Hillary's so great that they had to cheat her out. No, she sucked. It didn't take much. We didn't need WikiLeaks. I didn't need WikiLeaks. I didn't need leaked information about her record. And I'm glad it was leaked because we need to know the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. We can leak on Trump just as much, but his dealing was with a woman who was trying to get him killed, talking about dropping drone strikes on him, doing drone strikes on him. And y'all let this lady go? She threatened a man's life? And it's okay? She have a list of criminal activity that's a mile long with yet a conviction. And what do you call that person? A mob boss. How does she run the DNC? Like the mafia. Now I'll take over Jeff Sessions now. He's trying to make it more stringent, more hard laws on marijuana conviction. He's trying to roll back different policies when it comes to voting and things like that. I am not a fan of Jeff Sessions, but I am a fan of rightness. And this is a dumb rich hunt. You're trying to get something on him where he could be so heated and lose his cool that he'll turn on Trump. Ain't got nothing to do with Trump. What you're doing right now is just as bad as anything Trump is so-called doing. Matter of fact, it's worse. Trying to manipulate public opinion by the use of words is fascism. Trying to apply political pressure, it's like the cops stopping somebody, playing drugs on them, holding the drugs up and say, hey, either you go downtown or talk. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're manipulating the American people. You are manipulating the American people with Gestapo tactics. And it's sickening, and it spits in the face of our democracy. From the CIA on to the FBI on down. Whatever intelligence source said, they still have no concrete evidence. Hillary lost because she sucked. Her 2 terms as senator was an easy 2-term. A fraud could have ran. If she wasn't running, a fraud could have ran and won that seat in Westchester County. That doesn't make her successful. She sucked at Secretary of State, really? She's a hack. She misused personal information. She sent classified information, declassified, whatever, on a personal server at home against the law, and she should have been locked up. So stop. If Trump would have did that, you'd have been crying foul. Tired of this taking up for these politicians. I don't give a crap what side of the aisle they're on. A crook is a crook. Stop taking up for these crooks. I don't care if they are in your party. Stop taking up for. Do a Donald Brazil and stop taking up for the Clintons or any other punk politician. Stop taking up for Donald Trump. These people don't give a crap about you. Donald Trump don't care about you. He's a classist. He's more of a classist than a racist. You can be black with money, you have more respect than you as a white person with no money. And Hillary Clinton is no different. And the DNC is no different. They'll side with Trump any day when it comes to their own pocket. Most of those people up in Capitol Hill are filthy, stinking rich while you sitting up here struggling. And you going to side with them? Yeah, that's right. They finally going to get something on Trump. Yeah, that's right. They're going to finally get something on Hillary Clinton. I'm saying, yeah, you're right. They need to get something on both of them because they're unethical politicians that don't need to have any power. And they say, well, Hillary Clinton not in office, so what this got to do with her? She still will power. It's about power. And she was doing things in the DNC before she even announced that she was winning. Her and Barack Obama. That's power. So people stop falling for the old okey doke. Come on now. Nothing wrong with talking to Russians. It's not against the law. Nothing wrong with dating a Russian. Some cute Russian women out here. Good Lord. Nothing wrong with making love to a Russian. Your wife. Russians are great people. I live in New York. There's a ton of Russians out here. They're great people just like you're great people. They love their family just like you love their family. They work a job just like any other work a job. Yes, some of them are attorneys. Some are pastors. Some are legislators. Does that make it wrong for you to talk to them? No! Doing my Jamal Thomas thing. Shout out to my man Jamal Thomas. Love you, my brother. Oh, man. Jeb Beauregard Session had every right to talk to a Russian. Jeb Beauregard Session have a right to talk to a person that owns a Russian restaurant. He has a right to talk to a coach of a Russian Olympic team. He has a right to talk to a Russian lawyer. He has a right to. Donald Trump Jr. has a right to, too. It's not illegal. Even if they do have dirt, that's not illegal. It's the name of the game. So do Hillary Clinton, and she did, as state secretary. Brokered the deal. Uranium One got in the Russians' hands. Bill Clinton got a nice check for speaking in Moscow. And you won't say nothing about that? And you're going to make excuses trying to say this is a false claim. It don't add up. That's not true. Stop. That makes you a hack. I'm tired of these hacks. Hillary Clinton come out with a book called What Happened? And at the bottom say Hillary Clinton. And I'm saying that's exactly what happened. Hillary Clinton. Donna Brazile come out with a book called Hack. That's exactly what she is. A hack. All right, I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. Don't let the liberal media and my Dave Chappelle voice, don't let the media tell you how to think and feel. A Russian is a Russian. Is a Russian. Where they separate is their occupation. Did Jeff Sessions, Beauregard Sessions, talk to Russian Kremlin operatives straight out the Kremlin? No. The information that came out about the DNC and Hillary Clinton, was that a lie? No. So what's the problem? Does it matter whether it comes from Turkey or from the guy across the street? It would have been better if Americans would have leaked that information. No, because you would have put them in jail. That's what we do. We lock up whistleblowers. Did Julian Assange work with the Russians? No. Do he get information from Russians? Yes. Do he get information from Americans? Yes. Do that mean they're working for the government? No. I know plenty of people that's lawyers that don't work for the federal government. They're lawyers. Just like that woman who talked to Donald Trump Jr. She's a lawyer. I don't care if she is related to somebody in the Kremlin. That's so dumb, man. So I got a cousin that deal drugs, and I literally got cousins that deal drugs. Do that mean I'm a drug dealer too? You're going to associate with that person. So you're associating this woman with the Kremlin because somebody else that she know in her family work for the Kremlin. Get out of here with this stupid stuff. Democrats, Republicans, and our media are idiots. Bona fide, gray idiots. And people who believe this stuff, I don't want to be personal, but people who follow this stuff and believe this stuff tends to seem like they're bona fide grade A idiots. Don't let the liberal media or the conservative media tell you how to think and feel. Find out the truth and upheld the truth. I'm not a fan of Jeff Sessions. Literally don't like that guy as a politician. I wish he'd just go away. But right is right. That man has every right as a Senate leader, a person that was on a Foreign Relations Committee, and now as the FBI, have every right to talk to a Russian. It is not illegal, and stop trying to make it illegal. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. Peace. Hey, this is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegimatic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that, but just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire, Rob Report. Peace.